Good morning. So, I want to talk about how to create the perception of living the equivalent of many lifetimes within one lifetime. How when you become present within your life, it is as if you can double, quadruple, even 20 times the life experience that you can magnify your life. You can as if live 20 life experiences within one life. And it's all in paying attention to the detail, coming into the now, being present in your life and paying attention to the detail. Because many of us, most of us, almost all of us, when we're asleep, right? Because this is an awakening. When we are asleep, we are going through life almost on autopilot. It's like with somebody we switched on this autopilot. We're living in the past. We're remembering what that person said to us yesterday. What does that mean? And we're in our thoughts, and we're not present right now, living our life right now. The only time that we're living our life is when something extreme comes in and moves us. So let's say if I was at the same job for 30 years, right? I will have one long flat memory of that job experience. It will be like one day at that job because the whole experience is all the same, right? So it's like very flat experience. The only time that I have it's something that differentiates is when something came in that was different and out of the norm. And then I'll have like spikes in my life experience, right? Well, and that is when we are asleep in our life. We're recreating, regurgitating the same life over and over and over. We're stuck in our minds. We're not present in the moment. We're not creating new. And we are pretty much sleepwalking through our life. And there's pain in this because our inner soul, which is this big, wants to get expression, wants to live life, wants to experience, wants to go here, wants to go there, wants to um, have relationships, wants a big mix up of things. And we are taking our massive inner being and confining it into this little like the ego life, the body life, the physical life. Like, okay, I need to go to make a living, I need to come home, I need to have security, I need to have, which is all okay, right? It's all okay, and it's all part of the experience, but as long as it's not the only experience that we're experiencing. And when you come into the now, and this is such a big point, I hope that I'm able to do it justice. Y- um, they say, I've heard that God speaks in whispers. God speaks, you have to be very, very still and very quiet to hear the God speaking to you through you from within. So this is going to be a message that's kind of like that. You have to really listen to an of the energy of it in order to get the message, because I can already see that words are very small for this message. So with that in mind, when you are in the moment and when you become completely present in the moment, that means no matter what you're doing, it can open up. It can open up into many, many, many different experiences all in one experience. So let's say I'm doing dishes, right? So I'm doing dishes. And typically, when we do dishes, our mind starts going all over the place. Now, if I am present in doing dishes, first of all, I'm very aware to what is on every plate. I'm aware to the sponge. I'm aware that there is soap in the sponge. I'm aware that soap causes bubbles. Why does soap cause bubbles? Because there is a chemical interaction between water and the chemical that is in the soap. I don't remember the name of it. But when those two things meet, it's like soda powder and vinegar. They have a combustion when they meet. There is a physical reaction of the two when they meet. So every time that a bubble comes, it means that the water is breaking down that substance, and with that substance breaks down, it creates bubbles. I'm going somewhere with this, okay? I'm making a point. And then I am, and the water that is coming through my sink, it is actually water that was rain at one time. It was before it was rain, it was the ocean. It went into the clouds. It rained. It came down into rivers, and then it was collected. Somebody built reservoirs to collect that water, and there's pumps, or how do they bring the water to the sink? Wait, there's pumps. What's the work by gravity? How does this work? And when I open the faucet, the water comes out, and then the dirty water goes out the other way, and then it goes down into the system. Where does that go? It goes into the sewage system, and then you can see the sewage system from within. And then that connects me back to the Ninja Turtles, Raphael, Michael. I don't remember the names of the Ninja Turtles, but the Ninja Turtles, um, they are actually angels that have to see, so you can take every moment and you can open it up. You can open it up into a deeper understanding, and it'll lead you to something, right? But then we're getting lost in our mind again. So then bring yourself back to the present moment. Okay, I'm back with the dishes. What are the dishes made out of? Okay, so this is made out of plastic. Is it healthy to eat out of plastic? Why am I eating out of plastic? See, so every moment that you are in alive, every moment that you are present can open up so much more knowledge. It doesn't matter what you're doing. And then if you are aware and you're not just sleepwalking through the dishes, you are educating yourself and experiencing life in anything that you are doing. And anything that you are doing is going to lead you. Here, you saw, I went through the bubbles and through the sewage system and through all that and got back to the angels. So they're going to bring you back to your spiritual self. Because we are a spiritual being having this life experience, right? So when you can become present, you are actually experiencing life. And in every single experience that you are having, you are able to experience multiple things within that one experience. So you are able to open your life up to be far more colorful. Have you ever had a week, or let's say like 2 weeks, or a day? Let's say a day where you get up in the morning, you're very busy all day. You have all of these different things that you are doing, and you're running around and you're doing all of these different things. And you get to the evening, and when you remember something that you did in the morning, it seemed like it was 2 weeks ago. Your perception of time is warped. It's completely, it's something that you can it's a concept, it's conception, right? So if you have a day that you perceive as 2 weeks, then you live 2 weeks in that one day. That is making the perception of your life much longer. So you can live the equivalent of multiple lifetimes within one lifetime if you are able to wake up, wake up and be in the moment. Wake up and be there, be present. Don't keep regurgitating what happened last week, what happened the week before. Become present in every moment. If you are tasting, don't just drink your coffee to get drink your coffee. If you are drinking coffee, enjoy that coffee. Let that coffee, um, you know, enjoy every aspect of it, the flavor of it. What do you watch it go down? Feel it go down. What does it make you feel? Why are you drinking it? Ask questions. Become extremely curious. When you become extremely curious, it holds you in the present moment. When you begin to ask questions, it holds you in the present, because you're asking, you are conceiving, you are perceiving, you become the experiencer of your life, right? You become when you become the experience of your life, you don't have time to be the victim of your life. You don't have time to um, be caught up in life already spent, in action already done. You're not depleting your life, you're enhancing and growing your life. And so there's tricks to it, right? There's tricks to it. So to become present, you have to become very, very curious. And it's a practice. It's a practice. Meditation, meditate, meditate, meditate. This is something that meditate as soon as you get up in the morning. Um, just like the advice that I got, as soon as you get up in the morning, meditate. It connects you and sets your whole day in motion. It's like feeding your soul first before you feed your body, because you are this higher being. Feed your soul first. Connect your soul back to the divine. Become present. Yeah, open up that third eye and in your open up all of your chakras during that meditation. You feel like everything in you is just becomes this light. It's like you become a vibration and you become so much larger than this body. You see that the body is within the energy field, not the energy within the body. Well, both are simultaneously, they both happen at once. But meditate, 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 quiet the mind, quiet the mind, quiet the mind. It's a practice. It's a practice. When you meditate, you quiet your mind, and then your mind works better, because in nowadays society with so much stimulation and everything coming at us from all the different directions, and every single person is expected to be a village. Every single person is supposed to be their own provider, supposed to be their hunter, supposed to be their cooker, supposed to be their cleaner, supposed to be their intellectually we're all expected to be everything, and which we have the capability of being everything, but each of us also has our own unique gifts that flow through us, which are our own, the aspects of God and talents and gifts that we have come here to give to the world. And we need, in order to, we don't need anything, right? But if we want to fully experience this life, we have to allow space for that to get expression. And sometimes our life is so full of noise that we feel like we're so much in survival mode that we don't have time or the emotional place to allow whatever naturally wants to flow through us to flow through us, right? Because I can't be an artist because I have to make a living. I have to go and beat the hammer. So if I'm beating the hammer, I get home, I'm completely depleted. I feel like crap about myself because I just went and did something all day that doesn't give me satisfaction. It's not something that nourishes me spiritually. And now I feel completely depleted, and I need to go to sleep because tomorrow I need to get up and go beat the hammer some more. And also, when we bring our gifts forth, we need to completely immerse ourselves. It's like we turn off that monkey mind when we're bringing our gifts forth. So if you're an artist and you draw, or you're a writer, or whatever it is that you do that flows through you naturally, you know that you get lost in it. When you start getting into your natural place, you get lost in it. You become that experiencer. And you have to have the quiet of mind to allow yourself to go that deep and to be able to bring that. You have to have the security. I know a lot of us, if we have been in abusive relationships, then and abuse is also there. I'm speaking from a place of I'm just putting words that can be understood on it, because if you were an abusive, you were abusing yourself, because you are allowing that to happen to you. Whatever you are has brought that into your experience, and I know that I can get a lot of that there's a lot of disbelief in that, but I've gone through it in my own self, and I see that even an abuser is an abuser because of insecurities of themselves. So it's also a weakness. So the abused and the abuser are two sides of the exact same thing. They're both an allowance, and they're both responsible. Of course, I know that there are horrific situations that can't be conceived as, how did I bring this upon myself? And there's children, and I understand all that. But I'm speaking from, I'm bringing a specific point forward. So just bear in mind that there is no absolute, and that everything is, but there is a lot of value in the point that I am making. It gives a lot of people, a lot of women, the knowledge that they have the power in their situation, and that they have the ability and capability and the strength to make changes. So it's empowering this message, not and not trying to evoke um, how could you say that? So take this to a point of there's like hundreds of birds flying over, but they're little. With my experience, I already know that the camera doesn't catch them. Um, so this is a place of empowerment for those of you that can take the power back in your life and make a complete change in your life, and understand your worth, and who you are and what you are. So after saying that, so in you can in every moment enrich your life and expand your life. And if you are become completely present in the moment, first of all, you're not missing things, because when you become present, your life experience opens up in areas that there are opportunities that are presented to you that you would have missed if you had just been going through the motions, because there are opportunities that show up in our lives every single day. There are opportunities showing up in our lives, but we are blind to them because we don't believe that they are opportunities, because we don't believe that they are available to us in our specific mindset, our self confidence. Um, and so they just fly right over our head. We don't even see those opportunities. So there are opportunities in everything. So when you become present, you start seeing that there is a far more that is happening in life in every single moment that you are present. There are hundreds of different timelines going on all at once, and you can connect to all of these, or you can connect to any one of these. And when you are set in your mind, you are set in a timeline that you already know. You're set in your comfort zone. You're set in things that have already happened, already in existence. You're working through things that already happened. When you start becoming present, you work through the things as they come, as they come, as they come. You don't get stuck. You don't get stuck. You don't get stuck. And then your life opens up to you in so many different directions and becomes so much more valuable and so much more rich. I don't want to say valuable, but perceived valuable, because your life is valuable whether you take it to its potential or don't take it to its potential. It's still valuable. So whether you are living a life of complete awe and joy, and experiencing life to the fullest, and not always joy, right? Also pain is part of that. It's part of the life experience. If you can experience pain and of this, it enriches your life, right? It might not be something that you perceive as being happy, but it enriches your life and it gives you more life experience. You experience more. So the more you become present, the more you broaden your life, the more timelines are happening all at once, the more time you have in your life, right? Because you're perceiving more in each moment. You're perceiving more. And this is something that takes practice. It takes practice. You have to, you're in your mind, bring it back. You're in your mind, bring it back. And it takes practice and practice and practice. And sometimes it just happens like that. You go through that place where you're like, and you're going through, and then you're born into the now, which is the equivalent of heaven on earth, which is what we keep on, what Eckhart Tolle keeps talking about, the power of now. The power of now expands your life in so many different ways. It creates a life experience that is so much richer. There's so many different things that are happening right now when I'm talking to you all around me. Rexy, for instance, is sneaking over there. He's going over there. He's been sniffing around, going over there. See, there's so many different things that are happening right now that I can pay attention to. And by the end of the day, when I look back on the morning, even if I spent the entire day in my home, I still have had a very full, impregnated day and very full life experience today. And we can go through so many different versions of me in one day. And then your life is conceived as living even multiple lifetimes in one lifetime. So that's that. Thank you for watching. Sending you guys so much love. Oh, and um, I am opening up the opportunity to do private sessions with me. So if anybody wants to schedule with me a private session where we look at your life, where we talk about things and kind of get perspective on them. So I am opening this option up. You can contact me through Facebook. I have a link below, and I am getting my site back up in the next few days. So there's also a link to my site, so you can contact me and we can schedule a personal conversation. And so for this next month, when I'm opening up this option, it is going to be at a very value deal. So I am inviting you, if you feel if you feel drawn to it, then I'm here. Thank you.